one shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he's got room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10
at their own 16.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. Running right through it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run with Allen.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Read option. Here's Davis Price.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments.
Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Caught by Turner. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Slot man moves right.
On first and 10, gets hit, and he fumbles it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second and 6. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Davis Price will try to pick it up.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Here we go. Smash, red. Check, smash. Red, yellow.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
2nd down and inches.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But they also...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. First throw now for the backup Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown.
Down the left sideline.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Brady to throw on 2nd down.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 39, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
124 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 44, Lance eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Strike. Check strike. Hut.
On the counter, Davis Price.
Bulldozes past him. And he's got this down to the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Strike 2.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Able to find Pryor. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hut. Shield flat. Trail green. Green back.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
He's got a man, complete.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, Gibson.
Down to the 25. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Brady will try again on second down. And that's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Let's take it at around the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Lance now on 1st down. Looking for Pryor long. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down and goal. Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over.
And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Brady. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Robinson. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Another touch for Davis Price.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
Pryor has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
And Lance going to throw.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ultra, don't you yellow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Back to back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
Throwing now is Lance.
Out left to Anderson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch it, stick. Yellow, blue. Black ultra.
Now Lance.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
An option give to Davis Price.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Going for it, here's Davis Price.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Ty Davis Price
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
They run the jet sweep. Dotson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance.
He's got his man. It's Gallup.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
6, 7.
Here's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now Lance again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
so they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the...
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Lance looking to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Michael Gallup, 37 yards.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Hey,
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that being able to put the big